I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, you don't cross Mama Caesar. Oh my God. Oh, sorry. I'm just checking my Instagram account. Look, I've got heaps of likes. I'm on Instagram now. How exciting. I've had to upgrade from my old faithful dial tone. It just won't send me photos. So I've leapt into the 21st century. I think I said that last episode. But anyway, welcome back to Retro 70s Kid. So tonight is the giant movie monster episode. We've got King Kong, Godzilla 1998, and Jaws, of course. Now, they're the only movies that I have, the movie related toys that I have of giant movie monsters. So I thought I'd show them. There's only a little bit of each. Starting with King Kong. Now, this is an amazing Tom McFarlan figure from the movie Maniacs series that he started doing back in the 90s. And this is the King Kong from 1933. It is an amazing representation. It's on the stand. Now, there's a funny story here. This is my second one. I did buy one brand new in the box, and it actually came with a bar across here with more chains, but it has simply disappeared. I don't know how something this big could disappear, but it's not in the house. It's gone. I don't know. So I found another one, and this is the one I got. It's still in great condition, except missing the bar, and that's why I've got two ladies. This lady actually came with it, but that looks nothing like the damsel in distress Fay Ray. It looks nothing like her. That's like an opera singer. So online, I did manage to find this girl. She's held in there with blue tack. Hang on. Yeah. So this is way better figure for him. So that's the real Fay Ray, and these are just girls passing out. She's missing her hand. But yeah, isn't that amazing? It's 22 years old now. And moving on to, of course, this is the movie, amazing movie. And then they did another remake in 1976. Oh. Thank you. This is just a DVD with the 76 movie and the 2004 remake. But from the 2006 movie, I have this. It's a beautiful cutout of King Kong. He should actually be standing on the Twin Towers World Trade Center. But this was back in the video shop days. It's a Video Classics. Telling it's King Kong, starring Jessica Lange and Jeff Bridges, etc., etc. And this was a mobile, and it would hang. So I don't know if there's any more of it, but I've had this for years. That's why it's a bit crumpled and stuff. But that's from way back in the early 80s. I think it actually was released in 1981, 82. But that's cool. Ouch. And also back then, in 1976, my mother used to own a sandwich shop. So we'd go shopping and buy the stock at the big bulk warehouses, food warehouses. And one afternoon she came home with a whole box of brand new unopened King Kong cards with bubblegum. And I ended up having the whole set, completely whole set. I don't know whatever happened to it, but I used to have the whole set of the King Kong cards. Also the Battlestar Galactica. But they never had Star Wars, and they never had $6 Million Man or that sort of thing. But I did get the 2 boxes of that. So that's the King Kong. Also, I've got nothing of the 2004 movie or the one from last year, I think, or the year before. Just haven't come across them yet. We just don't get stuff like that in Australia. You've got to get it overseas, and it costs a fortune. So if I happen to see it, I will, because I love the new movies. They're incredibly done. And especially I still love this one. That's just brilliant. It's very long, but very, very well done. And then moving on to Godzilla. That's it. You going to attack? You going to attack? You joining us, Puss? Now, this is from the 1998 movie. Again, it's another movie that a lot of critics didn't like and it wasn't very well received, but I love it. I think it's so well done. And so these are things from the 98 movie. First of all, this is a glove puppet, which is electronic. I'll just try and put a hand up there. This is an amazing electronic glove puppet, which I've managed to squeeze my hand in. And I'm gonna have to bring it close because it makes a roar, but it's very, very soft. Hang on. Can you hear that? Isn't that amazing? The twins love playing with that. So that's the Godzilla head. I'd love a full scale version of this. So, great. I can't do the rest of the show like this. Oh, there we go. This is one of my favourite pieces. I get a lot of comments on it because it's behind me on the set. This is a money box, and the money goes in. There's a slot there, very cleverly concealed, and that hits a mechanism which makes it go off, and I can press a button at the front here as well. Just watch this. Isn't that amazing? I'm just going to do it again. You see the helicopter? And the eyes light up, and the explosions. And I think he's attacking, that's the Chrysler building, I think. So we have to give you one more go. I actually really liked in the movie that this monster came from a atomic iguana, basically, and you can see the likeness, and I thought that was a really good twist to the story. Now the other thing, this is just a small Godzilla action figure, and for some reason the button's missing on the back, but his mouth does open. And I've just added some cars there for effect, and I just threw this backdrop city together of just a few things I had. And this is an original packaging from this creature here. So just a few little things from Godzilla that I've got there from 1998. And if I see any more, I will get them because I love Godzilla. But again, to get them online and sent here, it costs you hundreds of dollars. But I did see one at a car booth a couple of months ago, but it was this high and this wide, and I didn't even ask how much it was because this guy's expensive, so I didn't even bother. Plus, it was really too big. But that would have been nice to show. So, oh, just excuse me. I can smell my curry. Mamacita, are you there? Could you check my curry, please? Give it a stir. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just making a lovely, like a keto vindaloo curry. Instead of rice, I'm using cauliflower rice. Which looks okay, but it's still cauliflower. But anyway, so I'm actually a better cook than Mamacita. Sorry, just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, you don't cross Mamacita. Oh my God. Hope that wasn't one of my vintage glasses. Sorry, anyway, going on. Now, we have Jaws. I have not been swimming in the ocean past my knees since 1975. I remember lining up at the Theatre Royale in Sydney. It's a beautiful old theatre palace that is still there. And I ended up performing on it in the 90s, which was really weird to go in there as a kid and then to be on it. That was back when I used to be in the theatre. And so Jaws changed a lot of people's lives, I think. summer blockbuster smash, made Steven Spielberg a hell of a lot of money. And back then I would have loved these incredible what are they called? Reaction toys, I think Funko. And these only came out a few years ago, but you can't get them. You can get them on eBay, but the sharks like $140. The figures are up to $250. The prices are ridiculous, but I managed to get a couple. As soon as I saw them, I thought I have to have it, because when I went to see the movie first time at the theatre, they were selling in the candy bar these plastic sharks, just a generic plastic great white. It didn't actually really look like Bruce. His name was Bruce in the movie of it. But so I'll show you this. First of all, we've got the action figure of Quint, the captain of the fishing boat that they go out in, because I'm presuming everybody's seen Jaws. And I do have the Richard Dreyfuss character, but I just can't find him. I don't know what's happened to him. He must have slipped behind a shelf, which happens. So this is Quint. I didn't get the Brody character because he just wasn't available when I went to buy it, and now he's hundreds of dollars. Can you believe it? But this is the very retro 70s, 80s look of the action figures. That's the back. That shows you what the other figures are. So that's him up close. Pretty good. And he looks really good in this guy's mouth. Look at this. That's him in the box. I have opened it, but that's the back. Now, Tom McFarlan, who did this figure, he also did a Jaws release. It was the shark jumping up on the back of the boat, which is broken in half, and Quint slipping into his mouth. That's rare as hen's teeth now, and I wish I'd have gotten it when I first saw it sitting on the shelf way back then, but didn't. And it's hundreds and hundreds of dollars now. But when I saw this, I'm just as happy to have this. I'm going to take him out and show you. I like the box. Keep him in the box because look, you've got the Chrissy swing. And now, and he comes with the gas cylinder that is in his mouth at the end, and Brody shoots with a gun, and that's how he explodes. Spoiler alert. And his mouth opens up. And it looks exactly like the shark in Jaws. Exactly. Oh! Chomp, 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 chomp. Beautiful. Dun, 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 dun. So that's him. And the movies, of course, love the movies, special edition. And this thing here, this is an old, when I worked in a video shop way back when, this is a video shelf talker. This would, when it was in your release, this would slide in or behind the video just to give it more exposure and help it rent better, which usually did help. So I scored one of these. I used to have a lot of this sort of thing, but I've sold it and I've kept this. So that's it. King Kong, Godzilla and Jaws. I hope you enjoyed it. Now I can pack these away again. No, I have to display them. So thank you very much. Don't forget to check Instagram, like and subscribe. And I will be back very soon, very, very soon with something else. I'm not quite sure, but we'll see. Mamacita, how's the curry? Good night. Thank you. This is a glove puppet, which is electronic. Just try and right, hand up there. Hang on. No. It just brings back too many bad memories. When will I start?
What?
No, I'm just mucking around.
What are you talking about?
Are we going? Did you press play? Yeah? On that? Oh, okay. Right. I can't do the rest of the show like this. Oh, there we go. Sorry, just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh. Come out. Come on. Come on. You let me pick you up? Come on, bite me. Bite me. Get it out of your system. I don't think she's going to let me. Where's nice Penny? Where's a nice, cute and cuddly Penny? Not this one. Come on. She doesn't want to be. I give up. I give up. Penny, come on.